Hi everyone. So I wanted to go ahead and do my winter favorite products. This is going to be anything ranging from eyes, blush to lips. And this is basically products I tend to gravitate to when the temperature drops significantly, when we have to start taking holiday pictures. I tend to have certain things I favor this time of year more than any other time of year. It's a complete myth that California has no seasons and that you can wear shorts 24/7 any time of year. Because this is technically a desert and we're right there on the coast, our temperature is drastically going to change when the ocean breezes kick up. So that means our skin can easily get as dry as somebody else's living in another climate. We'll suffer from chapped lips, we'll want to see red lips, glowy dewy products and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into the winter favorite. My skin dries out drastically in the winter time, so I tend to make sure that I take extra good care of it, meaning I wash it thoroughly, make sure I pack on toner and moisturizer. Now, as soon as your skin dries out, you'll notice there's more fine lines around your eyes, so it's definitely more important that time of year to have an eye cream. Most of you guys do know that I wear eye cream throughout the year, mostly because I'm constantly changing up my looks and I want my eyes to look very well rested, depuffed, distressed, all that great stuff. And I tend to go for a more concentrated level of eye cream this time of year if I can. And I really like the Reviva Labs Eye Jelly Concentrate. This brand is basically an anti-aging skincare brand that's relatively affordable, and this helps reduce puffiness, fight dryness and lines under eyes. It's specifically geared for those items. And it smells like cucumber, so it's super relaxing. And I think that I tend to gravitate more towards eye pencils as cream bases and cream color bases, just to make sure that my eyeshadows have that extra slick of vibrancy to them. And I really love the Gabriel Neutral Eye Primer. I've already mentioned this in my October favorites videos and some other ones as well. But this is like an eye primer and a cream color base in one. So it really helps older eyeshadows cling better to your eyelids. It really helps vibrancy pop. And if you have any dry, crumbly mattes that have a tendency to skip and crease, oh my god, this definitely is the eye primer to gravitate to, and it's only $13 on White Rabbit Beauty. We'll obviously see a lot less sun. Maybe in California we'll get the opportunity to see more sun than other climates, of course, but still our skin does need a little bit of vitamin C. But I do recommend the Vitamin C Clementine Plus C Illuminating Toner for normal to dry skin. It just slightly breaks down some of the powder in our makeup. So it gives us that nice glow. Most toners are significantly similar to Max Fix Plus. I do know what people mean when they say Max Fix Plus is like a setting spray, because it does sort of lock in your makeup in a sense, but most toners, if used correctly and for our correct skin type, will do that. If you can get past the orange rind smell in this, I highly recommend this brightening product. Let me know if you like a thorough review. Love the Andalou Naturals Daily Defense Facial Lotion. This has an SPF of 18. Age defying, because it does protect you from UVA, UVB, and it also kind of helps renew skin cells on top of just being very pretty, lightweight and creamy. This particular product has no illuminating properties, so it won't make you look any bit more shiny really. Ooh, more of a color cosmetic, but still sort of a skincare type thing. I do like to see a satin medium coverage foundation on the majority of people. I think the reason why they charge so much for foundation nowadays is because they feel consumers think they cannot live without foundation, when in actuality you could probably make your 1 ounce, 1.5 ounce bottle go much further. For most people, it doesn't matter if you have some spotting, some acne or whatever, just having something that is so drying and cakey on your skin does, in my opinion, accentuate those flaws and look like you're trying very hard to cover them up. I personally really love to see just a sheer amount on most people. I love Inglot YSM Cream Foundation. This does tend to run a bit on the deeper side. So if you can't get this in your color, then I recommend the Inglot AMC Cream Foundation. The Inglot AMC Cream Foundation is slightly heavier coverage and has a slight parfum smell to it, so I prefer this one for that reason. But both do work great. So I will recommend the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Cream Concealer. I know this gets, you know, slightly different reviews here and there as everybody has different skin. So it's pretty much just necessary to find a concealer that's right for you. I don't particularly like any drying concealers because I feel like those maximize fine lines on anybody of any age, really. As far as setting powders go, I really like the Pumpkin and Poppy Oil Absorbing Mineral. What I really need is a light coat of this. Before I found this, I was using 2 setting powders, not because I wanted to, but because I could never find one that set my face perfectly. So I would always have to combine and basically stir up my own setting powder until I found this. I'm sure there's other great setting powders out there that I haven't gotten a chance to find for myself, but this has been my holy grail. Aside from how great I think it sets your face, it doesn't leave your face cakey. Products has been the Too Faced Aqua Bunny Cream to Powder bronzer, which is now discontinued, which I have happily been able to replace with this Pumpkin and Poppy Natalie Cream Bronzer. They also make this in Michelle, I believe is the name of the color. They basically have a nice soft cool toned powder and a nice warm tone powder. This is a dupe of Chanel's Chocolate Soleil Cream Bronzer. This one. So if you're looking for something like this, which this is about, I think her cream blushes are about $10.99. So they're a huge, huge steal. Cream products, blushes, creamy powders I really love is the Tarte Maracuja Shimmering Peach Blush. I'd love to have this in another color, probably the poppy color because I am so warm toned, but they also make this in the Too Faced Full Bloom Lip and Cheek Cream colors. These are absolutely perfect for any time of year, but winter specifically. And they're like just these little pint-sized blushes with a cute little mirror. I love the case. I also like the Too Faced Full Bloom Ultra Flush Powder Blushes because they are fairly pigmented, but the colors are also very forgiving as well. So these blend beautifully on the skin, and this one I'm showing you is Who's Your Pop. That are really pretty on soft skin, that are very creamy and easy to apply, are the Josie Moran Coconut Watercolor Cheek Gelees. These are very hydrating and infused with coconut water, and they come in a wide range of colors. Most of them look fairly dark, but they apply much, much more sheer. Are the Illamasqua Powder Blushes. This color I'm showing you is Tweak. They're also matte blushes, so if you want to apply your own highlighter to your skin, or you don't like highlighter, these are also really nice. I think matte blushes are fairly simple to apply, but I truly recommend picking up an e.l.f. Studio brush and you'll be able to get away with this color pretty easily. I do love darker, more pigmented blushes because I think that they suit a variety of skin tones. So whether you naturally have a tan, a fake tan, a light color of skin, you'll still be able to get away with these darker blushes. And if you do have significantly light skin, these dark blushes make you look so cheery and healthy. Due to Stila wanting to sell to countries that require animal testing, I will no longer be showing them in my video, thus eliminating one of my favorite highlighters I have come to find this past year, which is the Stila All Over Shimmer Illuminating highlighter. That will be removed from my favorites if you're wondering as to why. So I will be replacing it. I've had this for a while though. This is the Tarte Maracuja Blush and Glow highlighter in the shade Candle Light, and it's not as showy as the Stila one. So that's why I don't wear it as often, but I'll definitely be wearing it more now that I have to retire Kitten Shimmer. This is in the vein of Kitten Shimmer. It's that soft sort of glow, golden peachy glow. Looks like this. Lip products. So we're here in the lip product category, and lip products are huge for winter. First of all, you're going to need a really great lip balm, and I definitely have to recommend the Belle's Healing Lip Balm in the shade Lavender. This one sits right here on my makeup counter in front of me of things I use daily. So highly, highly, highly recommend this for smooth, buttery lips. I know not everybody loves lavender, but it's just so fabulous and buttery. If you love dark matte lips but you never wear them any other time of year, just this time of year, I highly recommend getting some of the Wet n Wild Mega Stays in whatever colors you like, because they're just going to be absolutely idealistic if you're somebody who really never rocks reds, colors, darks, whatever. Once again, these are super matte, so it's nice to have those balms and exfoliants. Lip glosses, I recommend getting the Butter London Lippies. This is in the shade Yummy Mummy. You can usually get various colors in a pack. I got this one last year in Shambolic. I'm not sure if this became a permanent color. I think it did, but I could be wrong. And they often sell nail polish gloss gift packs if you're not so certain about spending money on these. These are very sticky, so you will definitely get your money's worth. A little goes a long ways with these. They smell kind of fruity. As far as eye products go, which is also a significant thing that we look to, what do we want to wear on our eyes during the holidays? And I always say, if you don't know what to wear on your eyes, it's always good to be camera ready. I think especially when it comes to seeing our other relatives in pictures, we don't want to look overly made up compared to people in our family that may not be into makeup. That's just kind of my personal take, because I've gone back in time and I've seen my pictures where I'm wearing a lot of makeup. It's kind of scary compared to my relatives, and I'm like wondering, why do they want me in these pictures? Obviously because they love me, but on another note, it's just very overwhelming compared to what everybody else has on. But I'm going to recommend a nude or a white eyeliner. I'm kind of over the black eyeliner thing. I feel it looks very emo, so I'm going to go ahead and recommend the Inglot Soft Precision eyeliners. These are great. I love this white one in 31. I think it's very white, but it's not like scary clown white. As far as my favorite mascaras go, I'm going to recommend the Inglot Long and Curly Mascara. That gives you the beautiful false lashes. I'm not going to recommend this Gabriel one unless you wear eyelashes almost daily, because it's kind of a plain mascara. About eyelashes, false eyelashes, I already did my holiday favorite recommendations for you guys. And I will link that in the bottom bar if you are interested in looking at that. I recommend having a nice neutral palette that has an array of colors. I love the Natural Eye palette for like Christmas morning, if you're going to be taking pictures and you're not somebody who stays in your PJs all day. Me, I go to relatives and friends' house, so I always have on usually a pinup style look. And then Too Faced Natural Night for Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. Especially if you're not going to be at home for either of those holidays, these are great palettes to have so that you can kind of change up your look. I think the neutral palettes work best if you're going to be out of town, because you still have an array of things to play with from night to day, and there are some darker colors in this one too, so this is definitely ideal if you have a much deeper, warmer skin tone. If you have light skin and you want this one, I recommend having a lighter highlight shade on hand. So yeah, that's all for now. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.